The Tower Destiny Survive Jungle event had a pretty serious issue, in my opinion, and that's the way that it handled ramping. Every time you'd start a new series of levels, you do your best to get a little bit of currency so that you could get some upgrades, but because nothing carried over, before you know it, you just get raffle stomped and you would die, and there wasn't a whole lot you could do about it. Although if you had some tickets or didn't mind watching some ads, you could double what little money you were able to make. The event itself was very skewed towards getting people to either watch commercial ads or spend money on avoiding having to do so. In fact, you needed to watch 200 of them to get the final item that was, in this case, some S-tier shotgun. The S-tier weaponry in this game isn't bad per se, but you're probably not going to be going, man, if only I had it. Like other events that they've run, none of the progress from your main game went into the event, which makes sense for something that's got a ranking to it. Unlike other events, however, you were starting each new map with no money whatsoever, which meant that the first couple hundred gold really was difficult to get your hands on. Which was the point. They wanted you to spend as much time on ads or cash on skipping ads as possible just to get a fancy avatar. That meant that while there were plenty of times towards the end that you might find yourself dying and being slightly entertained, there was also plenty of times that you'd find yourself dying that you were like, yay! Tens of gold! How exciting. You could get a slight leg up by, of course, every 5 minutes watching an ad or skipping an ad and getting 500 gold. Because this game really wants you to spend money on it. And I get that that's kind of the way that these games make their money, but it really took away a lot of the fun of the event, especially compared to how similar events in the past had run. Everything starts at level 1, so your shotgun in this case is not particularly good. Your grenades are almost useless. I guess if you were being attacked by 4 or 5 things at once, it might make sense to throw one out. But especially with no way to upgrade them, they did so little damage, it just wasn't worth it. The song that played in the background was kind of neat, though, I'll give it that. And the aesthetics were kind of cool for what it was. It was such a grind, though, that I really felt it. And it got to the point where I got my 800 points for the shotgun that I wasn't going to use, and I looked at everything and said, I don't need the avatar from this all that much. It's not really worth it. Which was kind of interesting. So I ended up first place for a while, but towards the end, someone did overtake me, and they had a generic player name. So if that was you, congratulations.